Hey Scorpio, welcome to your full spread reading for today. Not date or time specific. I always say just take what speaks to you, leave the rest, and I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it resonates, then it's very likely your message. This is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. If you're here as a cross watcher, that's fine. Best advice, whether you're a Scorpio or a cross watcher, is to find yourself in the reading. Like, let go of the labels a little bit. I set a structure for divine masculine and divine feminine. That doesn't mean it won't show up reversed for you. So watch and adjust accordingly. For those who missed the morning musing, which is a new feature to the channel where I kind of have you over my shoulder like a little birdie as I do my first reading of the day for the signs that I'm going to read for later in the day. And I hope, you know, if you didn't see it, I was in a very bad car accident. I've got, I don't know if you could see this massive contusion, like I'm a mess. So I prettied myself up as much as possible, but I'm kind of suffering today, and all I've got is Motrin. So that's it. So I am white knuckling it through the pain here. But thank you for your lovely messages. For those who did leave them, I'm good. I will be fine. My car, not so much. And being that it was an old clunker, I am not going to get anything for it. So now I have a new car payment I'm going to have to brace myself for. It rains, it pours. Mercury retrograde hits on the 30th. We're in the shadow. Run up to the shadow. We're in the shadow energy in the run up to Mercury retrograde. So be very careful out there on the roads. Note to self. Mercury rules not just communication, but transportation and technology. Okay, Scorpio, pulling for you 2 cards from Sacred Traveler. I'm a little distracted, so just bear with me. I'm going to get through it. I'm just in a little bit of pain. So we have for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Oh, I love this card. Masculine gets breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. I'm not going to be able to reach as far with my right, so if I don't show all the cards close up, you're going to have to bear with me. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. That's nice energy. And the feminine gets wise leader. You are a beacon for others. So if you saw the morning musing, the Hermit came out. It was one of the cards underneath, and I made mention that I felt that it was showing that whoever you were that were watching the morning musing, that you're the guide. And I always feel that this wise leader with that glowing torch is like the Hermit, leading the path, right? Because what happens with the Hermit is they gain wisdom by going within and sort of getting more self-awareness and more self-introspection, and then they come out and light the path for others. So that feels very similar to me to what I was seeing this morning in the Hermit. I'm going to also pull 1 card for you, for the Scorpios watching, from Energy Oracle. Yeah, I'm going to have to do all my reaching with my left because my right arm feels as if it is, I'm unable to kind of do everything from here back is fine. It's just, for some reason, moving forward, it's like, yeah, no. That's nice. It's cute that you want to reach that way, Laura, but no. One card, Scorpio. 1 card. Give me a good one. Ooh, I like it. Indecision in reverse. We're getting lots of decision and choices kind of energy coming through lately. At least like the last 3 or so readings. So it is card number 8. There you got your little infinity symbol there, if you can see the 8 on its side. But also 8s are about like really getting focused. The 8 of Swords, you're almost over-focused, right? You're kind of trapped. and stuck in overthinking, but that there's that focus. Eight of Pentacles, head down, focused right on that one thing right in front of you to the exclusion of everything else. Eight of Cups, focus on what no longer serves you and going in the direction of what does, or at least to seek out what does. See where I'm going here? And what's the Eight of Wands? Yes, Eight of Wands can be action and focus in terms of communication. So you got an 8 here. It's talking about indecision, but it came out in reverse. I want to see what that's about. Okay, so it says, this card reversed indicates a newfound freedom from indecision. You have either recently made or are just about to make an important decision. This is an important time, so bring a clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented and confused energy you've been sending out is gone. And now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Guide you, right? Open up to the potential of this time and create some clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. Love it. And it kind of speaks to the morning musing, which was relationship change, right? A change, a shift in the dynamic. Either connections ending and choices being made to let them go, or changes within the dynamic in a relationship for the better. That was the energy I grabbed onto. It felt most aligned to the rest of the reading. But yeah, I'm feeling it. Breakthrough, leadership, the guide, and yeah. Now every time I hear the ambulance off in the background, I kind of have a moment of PTSD. I don't know. Those sirens go off all day. I don't know how I'm going to do it. All right, Scorpio, thank you for being so patient with me as this is my first face-to-face reading since, well, it's middle of the day, Friday. Yep. What's going on for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising in their connection, please? Knight of Cups. And there's some anxiety and worry and stress and strife in the Nine of Swords for the feminine. We've got a similar energy. Seven of Cups is some overwhelm on an emotional level in the past for the masculine. This is really beautiful. Six of Cups. I'll hold them up in a minute. And in the future, either some defensiveness or resistance might be in the air. Six of Swords for the feminine in the past. There's our divine feminine. How beautiful is this? An end of a painful cycle. So I'm going to hold these up. I'll do my best. Here's where you're both at right now in your connection. Focus is on this beautiful past life soulmate energy. The Six of Cups is balance and harmony on an emotional level. We know there's a lot of love here that has obviously traversed time and space. And it's being met with the unconditional love of the divine feminine. Taurus and Libra and the divine feminine. That doesn't matter. I just like to point out the astrology. But it represents Gaia, Mother Earth, that unconditional nurturing love of global motherhood and divine perfection in feminine form. So very lovely. Although I feel that the feminine is stepping into the reading with lots of anxiety around it. In the past, having wanted to kind of move to calmer waters and find some measure of stability and calm and balance of thought, I'm not sure that it was to be found. And so therefore there's still this residual anxiety, maybe running everything that's gone on a loop in your mind over and over and over. So we have that to look at. And then in the morning musing, I'm just going to double check because my memory is a little bit, yeah, Ten of Swords was the anchor card. Ten of Swords was the anchor card, and along with that, card 56, relationship change. So I feel that, and that was the numerology oracle, so I kind of feel like that Ten of Swords was a harbinger of things to come. So here it is. End of a painful cycle. Offloading negative, painful, karma, drama, whatever has happened here, dear feminine. Whoever is a feminine, I'm speaking to you right now. It's about whatever it was is about to be completed. Boom. So that anxiety makes a little sense. For the masculine, showing up in the reading as the Knight of Cups. This is moving towards love. It's emotional vulnerability, wearing your heart on your sleeve, nothing to hide, professing one's love. It's very romantic. And I love that it's with regard to the past life soulmate here, the Six of Cups. I know it's hard for you to see, but it's hard for me to reach. But in the past, like coming upon this energy didn't come easily. There was a lot of emotional overwhelm, possibly some drama, at the very least confusion, and maybe even some mixed messages that were hard to sort out. And then in the future, we've got the Seven of Wands, which is a card of resistance, but also it can kind of be standing up for oneself, right? You know how if people are coming at you all angry and hot, you know, sometimes you go like, whoa, wait a minute, back up, give me some space. So it can just be that. I will look at it with the clarifiers. Is it just me or is it really hot in here? She says to the void. I'm like, all of a sudden my base body temperature is just like, I swear, I'm being a good girl. I'm sitting right over there on my couch, and I got up. I did your morning musing at about 8:30, and it's been downhill since then. I hope this passes soon because it is no fun. All right, my loves, Knight of Cups. What say you? Ooh, gathering up the courage. Strength card, Leo energy in the Strength card. This masculine is gathering up the strength, the courage, and the confidence that they need to move forward with their heart on their sleeve, emotionally vulnerable. Going on intuition. And maybe even in the event that if the two of you are not speaking or are in a state of total separation, that could be the obstacle, because the Strength card usually references an obstacle that you need to gather up your strength, your courage, your confidence to overcome the obstacle. This also sort of references a kind of help, getting a helping hand with that, and usually between the two of you. So not always, but in the event that there's no communication, the priestess doesn't speak, or that you're in some form of separation, it could be about gathering up the courage to come forward with love and from their heart through that. And also kind of operating on the intuition. This is Pisces. Pisces right here, Leo right here. But yeah, could be moving toward Pisces. Could be just completely connecting to their higher self, their intuition, their spiritual team, and reasoning with the timing of everything. Seven of Swords. God, please forgive me, guys. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to need your patience. Seven of Cups. In the past. Wow. Confused about this connection and not sure what choice to make. The Lover's card, Gemini, there is a choice to be made or was to be made. I feel there may have been mixed messages. That's what came through the minute I saw it. Some mixed messages from the twin. And that's what they were dealing with or grappling in the past, not sure, like overwhelmed, right? Cups. Now they're Knight of Cups. They're stepping, this is the past, this is the present. So now they're stepping in saying, well, we're not in communication or we're in separation and I got to gather up my courage and my confidence and my strength to overcome this obstacle, which is the no communication or separation, and run on intuition because I got nothing out of anything here. I'm still in the realm of overwhelm. But here, isn't this lovely? The mirrored energy of the Six of Swords, both of you wanting in the past, because both of these are past facing. I know I've got this out of order, guys, but I'm trying to accommodate a very bad upper back here. Probably shouldn't have done this, but I really like to do what I do. But see how the Six of Swords is on both sides. So there's your mirrored energy of just wanting to move to calmer waters, wanting the peace of mind. And notice that in, I mean, there you are together. So it's not like it's a solo journey. Love that. Six of Cups right now, present experience, all about the nostalgia. Maybe a little bit looking backward to when days were better and more emotionally balanced. What came out here? What flipped? Boom. Love it. It's all a matter of time. This is fate. Whoever you are that's watching, it's a fated connection. It's existed beyond time and space. You know it and they know it. You both know this. But I feel as if anything you're reflecting on here, if I'm talking to you now, Divine Masculine, and as you gather up that courage to move forward toward love with your heart exposed, with your feelings raw, there is going to be some kind of indication. There's a timing to all of this. Sometimes it's more natural timing according to like the Seven of Pentacles, right? Time in the natural world. This is the spiritual world. This is Sagittarian energy ruled by Jupiter. It's according to the plan of the divine. So there is some recognition here of that. It's coming out from the top of actually it popped out. So in the event that it isn't in your consciousness, it should be now. Take your time, do it right, create a plan. The page. I'm sorry. Aren't you glad I'm not taking like muscle relaxers yet? That will come later. The Knight of Pentacles is deliberate. Moves slowly for a reason. Is deliberate. And, is methodical and thinks everything through and comes up with a plan of action. The Knights are action takers. So yes, everything will move forward in divine time. So while it's all unfolding, create your plan for this Knight of Cups, moving toward love. Got it? Get it? Good. Yes. To who? To your divine feminine. So we know who the players are now. And I think I said Gemini for the Lovers, Pisces for the Priestess, Leo for the Strength card, Sagittarius for the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, and Libra for the Divine Feminine. Yes, I said all that. Now, what's this resistance or defensiveness about in the future? Whoa. Ace of Cups. That was in your morning reading too. Let me get a feel for it. Okay, this is in your morning reading too, so now I get it. I get it now. I love when that happens. Woo! Temperance, more Sagittarius energy, just FYI. But Temperance here to me is about the wisdom of the patience of that timing I referenced earlier, right? Waiting for things to come into flow. Notice it's the alchemy. It's the alchemist card. Be the alchemist, dear masculine, if you're here as the feminine. Do not let the man behind the curtain fool you. This is somebody who's going to resist, right? Resist this patience, resist the timing that is divinely guided. They want what they want when they want it. And they may be a little bit emboldened by their forward movement. So in this case, it's not really resistance to the feminine. It's resistance to the fact that things kind of have to roll out in their own time. So that's why that Ace of Cups is there to say, wait a minute, this is the love of your life. Be wise here. The wisdom of this Temperance card is about self-control, restraint, right? We know what you want, masculine. We get it. The cards are telling you slow your roll. Slow your roll. Oh my gosh. That is fabulous. Whoever you are, I think you're cool. I adore you. Whoo, okay. Feminine. 9 of Swords. Why so stressed, feminine? Because there's so much riding on this. There's everything is up in the air and you can't think of anything else but this happily ever after, this nirvana, this bliss of the 10 of Cups. This is the love of your life. You guys have an awful lot of love for each other. No matter what's gone on, there is love here. If you are questioning that, this is not your reading. Honest to goodness, I won't lie. I'm not going to blow smoke. If that is not your experience, if your experience is horrifying and terrible and mean-spirited, this is not your reading. I'm talking to two people who genuinely love each other. Genuinely love each other. And know on some level at their core that they belong together. But there needs to be a change and a shift. And that's what the morning reading was about. So I love this little bit of stress, yeah, because there's a lot riding on that tent. Like if you're, if you're a betting person, if you're a betting man, you're going all your chips full in, right? Push them all in the center of the table and hope you get lucky sevens. It's stressful. Wow. One more on that. Yes. Transformation. Scorpio. There's your card. So, this is the relationship change to me, the transformation and the connection. Some old energy here or old patterns need to die off before the new can be born and take its place. So it is talking now for some of you, there may be a bit of a dark night of the soul. Why do I say that? I'm seeing the 9 of Swords clarified by the 10 of Cups. And then over here we have the 10 of Swords. So for some of you, this could be real bumpy. But for others of you, it's just the anxiety is very normal because this is a major life change, a major transformation within not just the connection, but within you, feminine, personally. So yeah, I'd be tripped out myself. In the past, all you two wanted was to figure it out and get to calmer waters, but something stopped that. There was confusion or mixed messages. Ooh. Maybe you couldn't get to each other. Oops, I'm going to reshuffle. Maybe you couldn't get to each other. I'm looking at the 6 of Swords as often travel. It could even be travel across a body of water for some of you. I'm thinking intercontinental for some. I'm feeling travel. For some, not all, but I'm seeing it on both sides. So it could be that some of the confusion was that you couldn't get to each other. You couldn't get this 6 of Swords experience because you couldn't travel. Couldn't get to each other is what I'm feeling. It's just somebody needed to hear that. You'll put it in the comments so that I know I'm not losing my mind. Right, like, do you want me to come or do you not want me to come? Seven of Cups. Mixed messages, right? You want me there? You don't want me there. Okay. It's just what I'm feeling. And what I'm getting from the feminine side, I don't know what I want. 9 of Swords. Get back to the 6, Laura. Get back to the 6. Oof. King of Swords. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In the absence of that meaning anything to you, dear feminine, what this King of Swords is somebody who kind of might have been a little cool and aloof, hard to read. They tend to be people with very high ideals, high intellect, brilliant minds, but logical. All about logic, reasoning, stats, data, boom. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they're not real warm and fuzzy because they're very linear thinking and it's all up here. All the kings have extra swords. Every single one of the 4 kings has extra swords. This is swords on swords. So it can be a little steely and cool. And I have a feeling that whoever this person is to you, could be this masculine, really wanted to do things the right way. According to their standards, their ideals, their honor, their truth, their integrity. I love the King of Swords, but I can see how sometimes you can end up really confused because what you're getting is something that's not real warm and fuzzy and embracing, certainly not like the Knight of Cups. So it could just be that in the past, well, let me pull another card, why don't I? What was I just freaking saying? There's the Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh. Whoever this King of Swords is the divine masculine, because here's the Knight of Cups, wanting to move to calmer waters together, romantic, like your heart's wide open to each other, but in the mix is this kind of cool, aloof, and detached energy, or someone who wants to go by strict rules, right? King of Swords. Can't even believe that. Empress. Divine feminine. Present experience of this connection is all about unconditional love. Peace, harmony, and beauty. Ooh. And that Page of Wands keeps popping out in everybody's readings, and there's our King of Cups, right? Kind of saying, yeah, I'm getting a Page of Wands here. I'm getting all maybe the sex talk or the flirtatious or the innuendo, the lighthearted, sassy, Page of Wands, sassy. But what I want is a King of Cups. I want somebody to open their heart to me. I want somebody that has emotional vulnerability and availability and emotional intelligence, and who's free to be with me at the level of heart. So I almost feel as if the feminine is showing up here as the feminine, saying, yeah, I love you unconditionally, but really, come on. Just like, I don't mind the flirty thing back and forth, but what I really want is your emotional availability. High vibration love. FYI, King of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there you get a little more confirmation of the water energy. But what I think this feminine is contending with is somebody who may be a little more impulsive and want what they want when they want it. A little bit of Page of Wands, not quite as evolved. That's why the masculine is coming through with the 7 of Wands in the future. And that's why the Temperance card is here. I almost feel like I know who I'm talking to right now. It's like I've got this whole image of who this person is, and I just, I've got warm feelings about it because it's all so human. And I can see the feminine fretting away here and being very patient and nurturing and loving, but like, come on. It hurts. 10 of Swords. And who was out this morning? King of Pentacles, right? So end of a painful cycle. This is the King of Pentacles, which did come out in the morning Musing, to me, in that reading, represented the masculine archetype of a life partner, someone you can count on, someone who shows up to you. Ain't a page of wands, I'll tell you that much. I'm giving you tough love here because I want you both, I want you, whoever you are watching, to hear about it, regardless of which side, which energy you're presenting with. But this is someone who's kind of mature and stable and grounded and responsible and reliable and practical and dependable, who shows up for this feminine, has their back, So there's been some kind of a painful cycle that this feminine has traveled with the King of Pentacles. And I'm here to tell you that that painful cycle will be coming to an end. Lovely Piscean energy of the Hanged Man. This is what it's going to take for the feminine, is not to make any rash decisions, to pull way back and take the 30,000-foot view of this Hanged Man. The Hanged Man waits for enlightenment. See the golden orb around his head. And I just want to make a little note here, feminine. The world looks really different. Like, remember when we were kids and we used to hang upside down on the monkey bars? That was my favorite thing to do until the headaches start. I could feel the beat of my heart and in my veins in my forehead. But I used to love it because everything looked so different. And I had to kind of almost re-identify who everyone was. It took time to really kind of examine, survey the environment. That's what you're being asked to do. Now that the end is here and the cycle has completed, and we've got this divine masculine archetype of life partner here in that King of Pentacles, get a good look from a new perspective with fresh eyes. Look at it from their perspective. Re-examine it from your own perspective. Channel, maybe get in touch with some really close trusted friend or spiritual advisor and run it all by them and see what's their perspective. Before you make any rash decisions, the Hanged Man says delay that instant gratification and take the time to reevaluate. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Right, there's the Six of Wands. That was in your morning reading too. What was it about? This reconciliation, making peace. I believe that was in the very center of the spread. This is going over half an hour. I know it's not your fault, it's mine. I'm just kind of feeling like I'm getting a second wind now. So I'm catching up from where I started. I'm going to take it to the extended. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading, absolutely connected to the morning musing. So when this reading ends, at the end screen, little video thumbnail on the left will be the one that takes you directly to the morning musing. If you missed it, you might want to watch it. The link to the extended is going to be in the description box below this video. And it's in the first or second sentence, and it should be clickable. If not, it's a copy and paste kind of a thing. And I will do 3 cards again, like I did in the morning, but this time I'm taking all of this into account, and we'll focus on what you need to pay attention to, what might be blocking or challenging around that issue, and then what you can do about it or expect to come of it, your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? What do you want each other to know? And then 1 card for you, Scorpio, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. What might your spiritual team advise you at this time? And then I love that. That's my favorite because it's so authentic to you. It's like I'm really kind of out of it. Whatever the message is what it is. And then the outcome. What can you expect going forward? If timing's a factor, it would show up there, but we already got the wheel and we got Temperance. And both those cards came from the top of the deck. So, you know how they say time waits for no man? Well, no man pushes spirit. Okay, my friends, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being so patient with me. I look forward to seeing you in a few seconds in the extended or in a future reading. Take care.